4차 산업혁명 기획 11주 1차 강의를 시작하겠습니다. 챕터 13 가상현실과 증강현실입니다. 우리가 경험하고 이해하며 세상과 소통하는 방식을 혁신적으로 바꾸면서 상상 속에서만 가능하였던 무한한 세상을 체험할 수 있도록 합니다. 그 결과 더 많은 공동체, 협업, 공감이 이루어지고 동시에 더욱 빠르게 협력하고 기술을 배우며 새로운 아이디어를 시험할 수 있게 될 것입니다. 하지만 같은 기술들이 우리의 세계관을 조종하고 우리의 행동에 영향을 줄 수도 있습니다. 비판적 사고 없이 사용하게 된다면 문제를 개선하려는 노력보다 현실을 도피하거나 우리가 원치 않는 관계를 회피하도록 유혹할 수 있습니다. 현실 세계를 바꾸다를 논의하겠습니다. 가상현실은 풍부한 멀티센서가 입체적으로 구현된 360도 환경으로 가상현실에 우리가 직접 들어가 체험하고 소통할 수 있게 합니다. 전면 가상현실 헤드셋을 착용하면 실제 또는 상상 속의 생생한 영상, 소리, 다른 감각들을 느낄 수 있습니다. 증강현실과 혼합현실은 사용자의 물리적 환경에 디지털 음향, 영상, 그래픽층을 첨가하는 투과성 형태의 가상현실입니다. 가상현실은 현실 세계를 가상의 세계로 대체하지만 증강현실과 혼합현실은 현실 세계에 대한 사용자의 인지 능력을 강화합니다. 증강현실은 구글 글래스나 마이크로소프트의 홀로렌즈 같이 현실에 대한 시각적 정보를 제공하고 물리적 공간과 대상에 대한 상호작용을 증가시킵니다. 비슷한 방식으로 혼합현실은 포켓몬고와 같이 가상물체나 캐릭터를 현실 세계에 정교하게 추가하여 완전히 조화를 이루게 합니다. 가상현실과 증강현실이 새로운 것은 아닙니다. 입체적 사진과 파노라마 그림은 인간이 가상의 현실을 체험한 초기의 시도들이었으며 20세기에 영화, 텔레비전, 컴퓨터 게임이 이를 시도하였습니다. 가상현실이라는 말은 컴퓨터 공학자인 서더랜드가 1968년 머리 착용 디스플레이에서 처음 사용하였습니다. 초기의 시뮬레이션 장비들은 사용이 불편했습니다. 이러한 장비들은 사용자의 움직임과 영상 간의 시차가 존재해 어지러움을 느끼게 하였습니다. 그러나 수십 년간의 디지털 혁명을 통해 최근 하드웨어 성능을 충분히 개선하고 장비 착용의 편의성이 증대되어 상용화에 성공하게 되었습니다. 최신 가상현실 기술은 크라우드 소싱과 스마트폰에 사용되는 저렴한 고화질 화면의 발전으로 가능해졌습니다. 2012년 럭키는 오큘러스라는 머리 착용 디스플레이 개발을 위한 크라우드 펀딩을 시작했습니다. 이 크라우드 펀딩으로 단기간에 원래 목표의 1000%에 가까운 240만 달러를 모금했고 2년 후 페이스북은 완전하게 새로운 소셜미디어 경험을 제공하기 위해 이 기업을 20억 달러에 인수합병하였습니다. 관련 동영상을 보시겠습니다.
I am excited to announce that early next year, we're launching hand tracking on Quest. No controllers, no buttons, no straps, no external sensors, just full range of motion in your hands. And even if you've spent a lot of time in VR and you've spent a lot of time with touch controllers, I think that the first time that you get a chance to experience this and you just wiggle your fingers and you see that full range of motion in your hands, it takes the experience to a whole new level.
Our hand tracking team has developed state-of-the-art methods of applying deep learning to understand the location and pose of your hands using just the onboard Quest cameras. No need for additional cameras, active depth sensors, or extra processors. Instead, we use model-based tracking and deep neural networks to accurately infer where your hands are and what they're doing, including exactly what your fingers are doing. And then we reconstruct those poses nearly instantly into VR. We're doing all of this on a mobile processor without compromising CPU or GPU. And we're also using our inclusive AI frameworks to test hand tracking for a wide range of people and environments. Early next year, we'll release a beta for Quest users, and we'll ship an SDK so that you can start unlocking these new interaction mechanics in your apps.
Where we've made a major software update, and we have a new product that we're calling Oculus Link that is going to make it so that if you have a gaming PC and a USB-C cable, you're now going to be able to run all the Rift content on your Quest. So this means that starting in November, when we ship this update, your Quest is basically a Rift now too. So now this is going to work with most USB-C cables that are out there. So you don't have to buy ours, but so you're going to want to check this out. We're shipping it in November, and we're really excited to get this out there.
I'm excited to share that an upgraded version of Passthrough, Passthrough Plus, will be available for Quest users starting next week. Passthrough Plus gives you a comfortable, stereo-correct view of your surroundings while you're wearing the headset, and it's useful for any time you step outside your play space. To make this possible on Quest, we've applied techniques from high-performance image processing and advanced 3D computation, resulting in a similar visual quality to what you'll see on Rift S. And what's even better, with Passthrough On Demand shipping later this year, you can pull up Passthrough Plus at any time. So the next time you hear your friend trying to steal your pizza off the kitchen counter, turn on Passthrough Plus to catch them in the act. Then get back to slicing pineapples in Fruit Ninja.
So starting later this year, we will begin to roll out a completely new social layer across the Oculus platform powered by Facebook. You'll see some changes in how social features work on the platform. You'll log in with your Facebook account to use the social features Facebook is known for while using your Oculus identity. This is going to enable a lot of new ways to connect on the Oculus platform. We're adding chats, so you can message your Oculus friends in or out of the headset. And we're adding events, so you can organize a tournament to play Racket NX with your friends. And we're adding the ability to post to Facebook from VR, so you can share your favorite moments with your VR communities and groups. Over time, we plan to power more and more of our social infrastructure with Facebook to realize our vision of a socially connected VR ecosystem. For the people who choose to log in with Facebook, we'll continue to add new ways to find and meet people, so it's as easy to connect with others as it is in the physical world.
Today, we want to announce an experience that we've been working on called Horizon. And in Horizon, you are going to be able to build your own worlds and experiences. You're going to be able to play games. You're going to be able to explore. You're going to be able to hang out with your friends and, of course, meet new people. And because everyone is going to be able to create their own spaces and experiences within it, Horizon is going to have this property where it just grows and expands and gets better and better over time as we focus on building this out for many years to come.
It's the start of an entirely new social VR world for Oculus Quest and Rift. With Horizon, we're learning from our experience building Facebook spaces, Oculus rooms, and venues. But our vision is bigger. A place where people can explore, play, create, and connect with others in a vast, thriving virtual world where anything is possible.
We are launching this next year. We're putting the finishing touches on it now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you all do with it.
So later this year, we're making some major updates to Oculus TV on Oculus Quest and Go. The updated Oculus TV will be the go-to hub for all media on the platform. So there will be one place to discover content of all kinds, from your favorite media apps like Fandango Now to Prime Video VR, as well as immersive experiences like the Emmy-nominated Traveling While Black and 360 videos from top creators. And of course, it will be easier than ever to hang out with friends, kick back, and watch things together. Today, we're introducing Media Studio, a VR media management tool where you can upload and publish your immersive and VR native media content. Media Studio, yeah, it's a great way to get your immersive content on the platform. It's a place where you can manage your immersive asset library and get performance analytics about your content.
Because hand tracking is great. It doesn't require controllers, but it still requires you to use your hands. And in the future, we want to get to an input where we can just think something and it happens. So what people call a neural interface. And earlier this week, we announced that the Control Labs team will be joining us. And they're the leading team working on neural interfaces. They have a lot of the best researchers, computational neuroscientists, and more. And they're working on a wristband, right? And it picks up electrical impulses that are sent through your nervous system and turns them into digital signals that you can use as input in virtual and augmented reality. And it's completely non-invasive, right? So there's no surgery, no implants. You don't have to get holes drilled in your head. It's just a wristband. And so it gives you the sensation of being able to interact with digital objects just by thinking. And this is clearly early, right? It's gonna be a number of years before this gets into any of the products that we're shipping, but it works. And they have a dev kit that they're shipping already now. And now that the Control Labs team is going to be joining our Facebook Reality Labs team that works on augmented and virtual reality, we're going to invest and make sure that this is a foundational part of the input for the next computing platform. And I'm really excited about this one.
공급 측면에서 보면 가상현실과 증강현실은 3차 산업혁명 기술에 기반을 둡니다. 가상현실은 현실 세계를 구성하고 분석하기 위해 높은 연산 처리 능력을 요구하며 이와 함께 휴대폰의 개발과 함께 가능하게 된 휴대성과 고화질 이미징 기술을 필요로 합니다. 디지털 혁명은 공급만큼이나 중요한 수요를 창출하였습니다. 요즘 세대들은 공상과학 소설에서 가능한 이야기는 현실에서도 이루어질 수 있다고 생각합니다. 그들은 컴퓨터가 만들어낸 세상에도 익숙합니다. 닌텐도가 1985년 처음 비디오 게임을 출시하였을 때 많은 부모들이 아이들에게 미칠 영향에 대해 걱정하였습니다. 그러나 그 아이들은 자라나 4차 산업혁명의 기반이 되는 컴퓨터 프로그램, 하드웨어, 네트워크 시스템을 개발하였습니다. 비디오 게임과 시뮬레이션은 이제 주류가 되었습니다. 예를 들면 군대에서는 시뮬레이션 게임을 통해 지구 반대편의 드론을 조종하는 드론 파일럿을 양성하고 있습니다. 가상현실, 증강현실, 혼합현실 기술은 단순히 디지털 환경을 경험하는 새로운 방식이 아닙니다. 이들은 새로운 가치가 창출되고 교환되며 분배될 수 있는 플랫폼이자 시스템입니다. 이 기술들은 다양한 4차 산업혁명 기술 중에서도 가장 혁신적이라 할 수 있습니다. 왜냐하면 세상을 인지하고 세상과 소통하는 전혀 새로운 방법을 제공하기 때문입니다. 그러나 그 몰입의 성격은 다른 디지털 채널보다 인공현실과 외부 세상, 인간의 직감과 능력 간의 경계를 모호하게 만듭니다. 가상현실과 증강현실 기술은 우리가 인터넷과 디지털 환경과 교감하는 방식을 바꿈으로써 인간이 세상을 경험한다는 것에 의미를 되돌아보게 합니다. 관련 동영상을 보시겠습니다.
Computer vision, a part of what we call machine perception, is another essential element of the VR experience. For starters, the ability to localize the headset in the real world with great reliability and accuracy so that virtual objects are rock solid is what makes the virtual world seem real. That's not all, though. The ability to detect and reconstruct the real world and import parts of it as desired enables mixed reality. That is, mixing and matching of real and virtual in VR, so that you could, for example, bring a real keyboard, mouse, and desk into your virtual workspace and use them as easily as you would in the real world. Reconstruction also enables social teleportation, which lets you share your surroundings with another person or jump into someone else's part of the world, as we saw in Boz's talk. And of course, it's the foundation of live maps. Let's look at some of the recent progress from our Surreal team on reconstruction. I want to emphasize that what you're seeing is the real thing with no smoke and mirrors. This is a fly-through of state-of-the-art reconstruction technology. I think this is absolutely amazing. If you can imagine stepping into one of those and just being in it, this phenomenal level of reconstruction will enable extraordinarily high-quality mixed reality experiences. As you watch the next video, you can see Yasser and Danny wearing headsets in the real-world video in the corners. The faces in the center are avatars. And again, they're animated in real time entirely from cameras in the headset.
Well, what can your face do? Can you show us?
Well, I've always hoped you would ask me that question. So I have some pretty good, I think, mouth movement.
How about your eyes? Can you look left, right, up, down? Good.
Yeah, I can do surprise. Ah, ooh. I think one of my favorites is puffing my cheeks.
The mouthwash commercial.
And rolling my tongue.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty hard to believe that those aren't videos, huh? Although, to be fair, right now, it doesn't always work that well. Anyway, it certainly doesn't take a huge leap to imagine how doing that in VR could be far more satisfying and personal than seeing someone's image on a flat screen. Social teleportation will need more than just heads, though, so I'd like to share an initial step toward codec avatar bodies with you.
A codec avatar is a digital representation of a person. And so we build these to look like us, move like us, sound like us, and the purpose of it is to be able to connect people across distances.
Again, this is just a first step. What you saw was generated offline, not in real time, although it will become real time in the not too distant future.
또한 가상현실과 증강현실 기술은 흥미로운 경험을 선사합니다. 이 기술을 이용하면 사용자는 다른 방, 심지어 다른 대륙에 있는 사람들과 소통할 수 있습니다. 다른 나라는 물론 우주까지 생생하게 체험할 수 있습니다. 시각과 청각 외에 다른 감각을 체험하는 것도 이미 가능합니다. 촉감 피드백 장치는 다채로운 감각을 구현합니다. 사용자는 다양한 형태의 저항력을 통해 물리적 충격을 감지할 수 있습니다. 가상현실과 증강현실을 사용할 때 더욱 많은 감정 반응이 나타납니다. 신경기술, 나노기술, 인공지능의 발전을 통해 뇌로 가상현실을 조작할 수 있을 것입니다. 피질 접속장치, 이식장치 또는 나노봇을 통해 뇌를 가상현실과 연결하는 것은 아직 많은 연구가 필요합니다. 하지만 뇌-컴퓨터 인터페이스는 이미 현실 가까이 와 있습니다. 가상현실과 증강현실, 혼합현실과 관련된 외부 장치들은 향후 수년간 괄목할 만한 발전을 이룰 것이며 궁극적으로 생체 내부에 이식 가능한 습식 장비들로 대체될 수 있습니다. 어펜딕스입니다. 여기까지 시청하신 것으로 이번 차수의 수업이 인정됩니다. 관련 동영상을 보시겠습니다.
I'm being instructed to poke the dragon's tummy. Yellow vomit goes in the bucket. I'm pointing at it. I can see my hands pointing at it. I've been looking at VR demos for years. I remember looking at a lot of Oculus demos going back to CESs of the past, and the Oculus Rift, Facebook's VR headset, came out in 2016. I remember using those touch controllers and thinking that it was amazing how they transform spaces. Well, this year, Facebook is trying to dive into AR technologies, but in the moment, they're looking at incorporating hands into VR. That could be the stepping stone to what comes next. I've done hand tracking before in VR and in AR. I've used hand tracking in a lot of site-specific experiences that are almost like theater at places like the Tribeca Film Festival. Leap Motion had some hand tracking that you could use in VR headsets as well. Hand tracking in AR is incorporated by both Magic Leap and Microsoft's HoloLens. And earlier this year, I used my hands to manipulate holograms that were floating in front of me with a pull-down visor. What's interesting about what Facebook is doing with Oculus Quest is they're putting that hand tracking into a $400 standalone VR headset, which costs a lot less than one of those high-end AR headsets. I tried a few demos here at Facebook's headquarters, and they worked. They weren't quite as smooth as what I would get out of touch controllers, but I was able to reach out, move my hands, and it could recognize my finger motions. I could give thumbs up, I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. I could basically do anything I wanted with my hands. And there were two different demos that I tried. One was set in a magical lab that felt like a game that I could play with turning my hands into various monster hands. And the other one was an enterprise demo where I got to explore being an insurance evaluator to see what sort of water damage was in a kitchen. The hand tracking is using the 4 cameras that the Oculus Quest has, which aren't the most complicated camera setup, but there's no depth sensing apparatus. These are 4 black and white cameras that are providing enough information to pull out the computer vision processing to make this work. You could imagine that down the road, you could have more advanced cameras that will do that in an even more enhanced way. Facebook is going to incorporate hand tracking into the Oculus Quest early next year and open up an SDK so that other people can play around with developing apps for it. Maybe it'll come to the Oculus Rift as well, that's unclear. But one thing that has to be cracked is inputs. Not just feeling something, but also being able to control things and not have to have a lot of apparatus. This hand tracking, Facebook has said, could be used not just in the Quest, but you can imagine in other devices. Maybe in something like Portal, where you're standing in front of a magic mirror and then you're using your hands. When I started trying hand tracking in the Oculus Quest, I started thinking about those AR headsets. How do I do this and see stuff in the real world? Could I use the pass-through cameras to potentially grab something and move it around my living room? That's not here yet, it could be, but it looks like hand tracking is the beginning of that bridge from VR to AR, and it looks like Facebook is starting to make that move here, starting at their Oculus Connect conference.
Rare are the opportunities to be in a point in time where technology is evolving so quickly. We're seeing that evolution happen in real time. My name is Matthew Patrick. I'm better known online as MattPat, and I like to think that we run the nerdiest channels on YouTube. There we go, nice, backhand. I started playing video games back when it was 8-bit. It's a really special privilege for me to see this technology grow up. At one point in time, we were limited by what we could see on a flat screen, and now we're able to actually immerse ourselves into these 360 experiences. You're no longer just facing a fictional world, you're in the fictional world. Oh God! And that is the experience that gaming has been missing, and that's what takes gaming to the next level. I love VR! So when I think of one word to describe Oculus Quest and what it brings to the VR slate, it's freedom. I was able to immerse myself without having to worry about cords and connections and cables, and without having to worry about hooking it up to a computer. Boom! I feel unrestricted by the size of room I can play in. For an all-in-one device, I was surprised that it wasn't heavier. It's able to deliver a very lightweight experience and a headset that's really comfortable. And it's doing it in a way that makes it widely accessible to people who want a VR headset on the go. Oculus Touch is without question the single most effective control scheme in VR right now. Oh, I'm grabbing the bullets! It offers this level of one-to-one responsiveness, like your hands would actually be behaving in the situations that you're experiencing in VR. Okay, so here's the wall. Through the Guardian system, I had a very clear understanding of where the dimensions of the room were. There it is. I can run, I can hide, I can duck and cover. I was able to really play this game to its fullest. Whoa! Yeah, you got nothing. Yeah, there's your bullet. Whoa! It's wild. Ready. I think Oculus Quest is revolutionary when it comes to VR gaming, but also just gaming in general. This is the console equivalent for VR. It's the thing that takes VR and decomplicates it and shows what VR can really deliver on an entertainment level and, more importantly, on a gaming level. That was incredible. That was so awesome.